a draft link that has just fired up. 5 for the face
I'll
and
keep
Micro
watching.
Gods
Drop
are
your suggestions
starting.
whilst the draft goes on.
And we can come back and check if you are correct on the starving Happy Rage giveaway.
Filthy.
Nick Filthy.
It looks like we are going to be playing on Cursed Hollows. Rhaegar first ban. It's
Yeah, Rhaegar banned by the first team in the picking. That's interesting. Normally they leave it open for the second team to ban, but obviously they don't want to pick it up themselves.
I guess they're just concerned, right? They don't want to call 5 for the face bluff and then have to force themselves to actually play Rhaegar if that's not the comp they want.
Yeah, Shahiro.
Is that it?
Yeah,
An
essentially.
Avatar ban
It's
looks maybe
essentially
5 for the face.
Yeah, Avatar. That's interesting. Do we know if Avatar was used in the last draft?
I mean, that's such an interesting one. Normally, Avatar is your sort of reserved for your, you know, bans, right? You know that the enemy team has a good Avatar player, and they have chosen to ban Diablo instead. I'm going to see Zagara first pick from Micro Gods. Pretty good pickup. Zagara is still pretty strong in the meta. Talked about that a lot last weekend as well. Very good for lane, especially on Cursed Hollow, where you can just get so much damage done between tribute spawns. You decide not to go for a tribute, stay pushing the lane. Just
I can't see.
Has anyone guessed it yet?
They have Shahiro won.
Shahiro Gaming.
Oh, Shihiro won. What skin did she get?
the made up one.
Yeah, well, it's not a Fausted skin because that doesn't even exist.
I'm sorry.
Get a bit of Malfurion in your life.
Tell you what, we
Malfurion?
won't give her a skin. We take it back to the camera, please. Get the overlay back.
Get the
into our
overlay back
face.
out.
Back to the camera for 2 seconds. He's got a bit of
This
a big
is what,
announcement to make.
Shahiro, we're not going to give you a skin, darling. We're going to give you this. The remnants of what I ate. All yours, my friend.
That's all right. I'm sure we can. I'm sure we can still pass over a skin. We'll go with Storm. Did you say Storm Mantle Malfurion? Sorry.
Yeah. I'll check the
Malfurion,
storm.
Felstadian. Yeah, they kind of felt the same.
I don't know how I said Falstad. I was obviously thinking.
No,
of
you
Demand.
may not have. I may have just not been paying proper attention. That could be an option as
so
well.
Shihiro, you've got the code. Sent it to you. Anyway, back to the draft. Diablo being banned, and then follow up by Zagara.
So obviously there's a
Good
little
choice.
bit of, I was about to say there's obviously a little bit of an interesting pick there because 5 for the face has chosen Abathar. So either in the first game or a player pick, there has been some Abathar notice on this team 5 for the face. So they've chosen to opt at keeping Abathar in play. Now, Micro Gods look like pretty standard so far. Uther Thrall, Uther with the Divine Shield to keep Thrall up. What sort of I mean, Thrall's not really AoE, so what sort of tank would you be looking for Micro Gods at the moment? Especially since Jane has been picked up for 5 for the face. They may not get their Kelthus, unless 5 for the face does choose to go through with his ban on ETC instead.
I'd like Microgods to pick up like Mirrodin potentially because every time we see Abathur threaten, it's because you're usually looking to go melee comp. So attack speed is the name of the game. Disperse it all and get it happening.
Yeah. Sorry, I was reading the comments there.
Well, ETC has been removed from the lineup, so that does give Microgod access to potentially a good lineup, but they don't get the next 2 picks. So it's Microgods. What don't you want 5 for the face to have? You've got heavy melee, so would you be thinking, gee, maybe we need to get rid of Mirrodin now? We want Mirrodin, but
I was thinking Mirrodin. Yeah.
I would probably ban Mirrodin away. That's a lot of warriors being taken out. I mean, who do you pick if you can't pick Mirrodin?
Oh, you've got Johanna on the field. I have to maybe look at those.
Johanna, Leoric,
Greymane ban. Ooh, they've been watching the stream.
Yeah, they saw those good plays. They want to mix or match Greymane up with the Abathur clone if that's what they're going for. There we go, the Johanna pick, or possibly pick.
Now, if they actually pick up Leoric as well, if they pick up Johanna Mirrodin, that leaves Microgods with only Leoric to pick up or Stitches. They do have Tuka on their team, do they not?
You're putting a lot
Microgods?
You're putting a lot of faith in Jaina to do most of your damage, though, if you're doing that. I know it goes Abathur with the clone as well, but that's a lot. Yeah, a lot of faith, a lot of faith in your Jainas, especially when Microgods still got 2 picks. So.
Yeah, last week Tuca was playing a lot of Stitches, so there is a high chance that Microgods will pick up Stitches here.
I feel like Face want to pick up like a melee bruiser, so they've already got the Abathur. They're hovering Brightwing, which is interesting. We've seen it being used as a counter towards Uther in the past, where you get the increased polymorph duration, really denying the Divine Shield from actually going off, and they can blow somebody up in a full Jaina combo. But they are just teasing us there whilst they have 10 seconds left in their time pool. They do lock in the Kharazim.
Yeah.
Smart choice.
Solid pick, though, really.
Smart choice.
Micro Gods pretty open in the field. They still need to pick up a warrior. Muradin's still on the field, but no one really
Stitches Valor.
Stitches Valor is your call.
Stitches Kalthas, actually.
I'm about to say, yes, Kalthas surviving to this late in the draft is a rarity.
Or Muradin Kalthas.
I don't know. I'm still saying Muradin as their tank.
They got Tuca. They're going to go Stitches, like hands down.
Yeah.
Well, you can hook somebody into a stun from Uther. When the rest of the team follow in to back up whoever you hook in, you can just layer more. So they do have some potential.
Ultimate as well.
Yeah, they do have some potential to really lock up targets, and then they have a Thrall and a Vala that can just instantly blow up somebody. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Hungering Arrow build to add that extra burst and give you that 1v1 potential against the Jaina. But Illidan! Ooh, this could be interesting. We haven't seen Illidan in such a very long time, but they're gonna do it. I'm excited.
I'm so gutted we don't get to cast
We don't get to cast this one, but this is gonna be a cracker. Shout out to you, Amazed.
Yeah, and shout out to Amazed, and obviously shout out to the big boys, Happy Rage and Disco, and we'll leave this one to them, Skim.
That's the one.
I'm pretty pumped for that. I like that. I like that lineup. That looks cool.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, isn't it? So
it's interesting to see because. Well, especially because Illidan's going just only a slight increase with his with his DPS only went up very minor, and then to go up against a team that we got the stun, but maybe the cleanse from Kharazim might be able to protect against the wolf and the stun from Uther. It'll be interesting. He can survive with the evasion as well. But
I feel like, to be honest, he might have had a hard time against Micro Gods.
Yeah, there's no punishing targets, is there? Like, who is he going to dive on that he can really punish?
Like Vala, but even then...
Vault away.
Yeah, and I mean, you can jump Zagara, sure, but you're going to get stunned, let's be honest. Like, because Zara is such a vulnerable target, most of the time you will see a lot of CC going towards assisting a Zagara, because people just know that she can't get away. So your natural instinct is, when you do see a Zagara get jumped on, you don't want her to pop her more against an Illidan as well, because he can just toss himself over. It's just it's a bit too gimmicky for you to do that comfortably. So I do think most of the CC or a Shrink Ray, so good on Illidan, can really slow him down, and it's sometimes all you need. You know, get a Shrink Ray down, and then get the shield up on your target being targeted, and it can actually it can nullify most of the damage. Don't laugh at me. Don't stop, please. Thank you.
Cyberbullying, bless you.
Yeah, cyberbullying. We do not condone it here on Heroes of the Storm because we are heroes of the storm.
It's not
ambassadors of the storm.
Ambassadors of thy. I don't know.
It's not bullying. It's banter.
No. That's the Australian in you talking, mate. So we have something over here in New Zealand called manners.
Starving.
It's all bants when you're in a paddock with a sheep, mate. Let's be honest.
All right, so hopefully we'll get invited to a game soon.
Mate, I might have to get myself a Red Bull plug.
There we go. Yeah, join my game.
I'm waiting for that Lipton iced tea sponsorship. Shout out to you guys. You're really keeping me refreshed, and well, I've got nothing else to plug about them because I'm not sponsored, so bless you.
Yeah, we're just waiting.
I'm patiently waiting.
Yeah.
You don't want to give them a free demo?
I'll whip my hair back and forth and tilt my head back and thank you to the refreshing taste of Lipton iced tea.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ridiculous. All right.
Yeah. Love my Lipton. Good.
Well, a big shout out to Happy Rage, also a sponsored athlete by Lipton Iced Tea.
Sponsored athlete.
So good.
Athlete.
It's hard work.
New bottles,
doing this kind of
less
work.
plastic, less greenhouse emissions, mate.
Yep.
Nice day.
For a greener tomorrow.
Greener
Today.
tomorrow today.
Yeah.
Says it on the bottle, must be true.
Been practicing.
Alright, what do we got?
Post-game interview with John, please. Apparently. People are loving John at the moment, aren't they?
I would love to be able to do that, but the stream in its current format is not.
Yeah. Not going to allow it, unfortunately.
I've got a plan though. I've got a way I could do it.
Yeah. But, I mean, we aren't really prepared for these sort
Not
of things.
today. Not today, no. Unless
Yeah.
we want to get in TeamSpeak and just as a voice comms.
Production quality, boys.
Yeah,
It's ANZ. Let's go.
let's go. Let's go, mate.
Alright, so Cursed Hollow. Which team do you reckon has the advantage on this map?
One team has
Obviously,
actually one team's already got a win, don't they? Which team's
Yes,
that?
I don't know which one.
1-0 to Microgods.
To Micro.
Microgods. Alright, so
Is this
right.
have they already had their first game, or
Yep.
what's going on?
It's 1-0 to Microgods.
It's 1-0
Yeah.
to Microgods, so they only need to
Yeah.
win one more, obviously, to move.
Yep.
And we're still in the winners bracket at the
Yep.
moment, aren't we? Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, at the moment, just looking at the team comp, I might say I like Microgod's team comp a lot more. I think Fire for Face might have a really hard time, but I tell you what, guys, we'll hand it over to you. Looks like the
Yeah.
games are getting underway.
Alright,
Right.
on the red side, starting with the red side this time. I don't know why. I was looking at this side, but we have Microgods already one up. We have Tuka on the Stitches, Godzilla on the Thrall, Vikarak on the Zagara, Physics on the Valor, and Jati, the captain, on the Uther. Quite a lot of veterans in the scene for this new team. So hopefully we can see a good performance by them. Already out one game. And for the blue team, do you want to introduce us?
Yeah, no worries. So we've got our cavalry playing a Jaina. We got, was that Hyogon? It's got an A. Hoyagon on Karazim. We got Sharper playing a Johanna. The Skyfire on Abathar. And on the top, on the Illidan, the pick up the moment, we've got Tinker Chen.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Illidan, especially if he gets the attack speed from the Abathar. I want to see how effective he can be. I want to see how well he does with the Metamorphosis. It's really going to come down to how well they blow him up, and then they lose quite a lot of damage. But top lane Physics, a little bit overextended. Cavalry coming in. Sharper pulling him in. Low damage, and he is down. First blood going in favor of... damn it, I forget the name of the team already.
Fire for the face.
Triple F. Right, Fire for face. So obviously their team name is that they're going to zone out one person at a time, fire that person in the face, and we've just seen that in the top lane, all against that Valor with Physics getting taken out.
Well, yeah, that's it. I mean, we've already seen a beautiful, beautiful move up, beautiful rotation, and they just did a great job capturing it. Just talking about how we've had such a veteran players from the right-hand side, and then they weren't even that overextended. It was just enough with the Johanna follow-up and the Jaina slow to really punish them. Interesting pick here on Jaina, level 1 talent, taking the Regeneration Master, as opposed to the Lingering Chill or something like that for a slow or increased duration. Interesting build there. She will be able to stay in fights longer, but no, I just wanted to point out it's something you don't see much with Jaina these days.
Yeah, some smart creep placement from the Zagara, actually blocking off the pathway to the bottom through the middle there. Stitch is going for a hook in the middle, does not connect with anything, but yeah, really good creep placement from Vikarak here. Keeping himself really safe. They did try to rotate earlier to get a gank on him, but yeah, he's super safe. No way that they can get to him unless he just doesn't see them on the minimap. Nobody calls it out. So should see a lot more focus in the middle and top lanes for Fire for Face.
Yeah, that's it. It's pretty much, it's just a pretty quiet game here. Ooh, they've actually left the top lane unguarded, and Tinker Chen with them 2 Siege Giants might be able to do some damage on the tower. We do see Physics come back up and start to clean up the lane, combined with Godzilla, but the Tribute's actually on the bottom of the map.
Yeah, a huge favour here for Fire for Face. They do have the vision from Vikarak. Vikarak does get
no,
the
Jay,
onto
no.
him. Cavalry coming down to do the damage. He will possibly get taken out. Uther trying to keep him alive. Turns it around. Oh no, Jaina was standing in the way of all those cannons, and obviously the latest patch, they do 50% extra damage, and somehow Tinker-Chan makes his way down there, does get the interrupt on the hand in. Meanwhile, Sharper almost getting taken out. Tinker-Chan having to do a flip over the top of Tuka to get out, and Physics now in position to capture this first tribute. It did spawn in the unfavorable position for Microgods, but they turn around, Jati getting taken out in the meantime.
That was such bad positioning and pathing on Jaina's part, walking basically through Microgod's side of the map to get to the engagement, and that's just out in the open. I mean, it was a free kill for Microgods rotating down. Very unfortunate positioning. Don't know if that was pathing or by choice, but we'll see if our cavalry can learn from lessons of the past.
Yeah, I think it was quite interesting, right? Vikarak was on no mana. He was about to die, and I think he accepted his death because he just stood still. He's like, I'm just going to throw out my last banglings. I'm going to go down, do as much damage as possible. And then, the Jaina parked into the way of the cannons. Uther got down there in time, managed to get the heals on him, and kept him alive.
Yeah.
So I think he accepted death that wasn't coming.
Yeah, a little bit too early.
Yeah. So it just goes to show, if you think you're going to die, try to get out as much damage as possible. But sometimes Jati might be there to save you. And meanwhile, Tinker-Chan and Cavalry coming down once again onto Vikarak, melting him down. And now he will get taken out. That second wave from the Blizzard coming down, doing so much damage. And Tuka and Jati trying to 2v3 at the moment. Or 2v4 theoretically, because this Abathar is in the top lane soaking. But still throwing out those attacks. In the meantime, Tinker-Chan jumping onto Physics. Physics getting taken down quite low. Cavalry almost getting the combo into him. But the shield coming out from the Uther does save his life. And 4v4, just still posturing around this position. Meanwhile, Abathar, yes, getting that XP in the top lane. Interrupt coming out from Sharper. Will somebody make the play? Will it be Tuka's hook, or will they overextend into the opposition? The hook misses, Banelings miss, but they're still pushing them out. Hydralis just hitting Johanna, keeping him out. Same with the Roaches. And second tribute will be picked up in favor of Microgods.
Yeah, it's so hard with having the Abathar on the team. You really got those 4 or 5 engagements, and really Microgods played really well. All they had to do was push them away from the tribute, keep pushing into them, and we just saw that. Microgods was able to leave someone like Uther behind to pick it up. And that extra body sometimes in those fights is just it's just so valuable to have. But they're going to engage on boss. Now they should know about this. The Fire for Face should know about this through to the mines, but we don't see anyone really rotating. So I don't know if they haven't really been paying attention to their map or what's going on here. They're just going to give him a free boss, which effectively could give him 2 free bosses.
They do have the easy camp going to defend the boss at least. By the time it makes up there, the boss should come up. Actually, it took a lot slower to get the boss than I thought it would. Anyway, the third tribute will be the top left, guys. Keep that in mind, as the first 2 tributes was bottom, middle, and bottom right. And as we know, we can all do math. Top left has to be the answer, as it is. So I'm surprised that they didn't posture towards the top left a lot sooner on the side for Fire for Face. As, you can tell what the tribute was going to be. Maybe they didn't take that into account in their fights. But Tuka going for the hook in the middle onto Hoyon. But he's a Karazim. He's a monk, mate. He's a Super Saiyan, as we call them. And he can jump straight out. Roach is being used to slow down people. Tinker-Chan taking a lot of damage. Judgment coming out from the Jati. And Tinker-Chan running for his life does do the flip. Somehow, Microgod's being postured in a position where they came in behind Fire for Face and paid off.
And they've hit level 10 as well, so there's their heroics for that fight, which has really had a huge impact. Level 10's been picked up for both teams now, a little bit late for Fire for the Face. Curse picked up for Microgods as well. I mean, this has turned into a way more favourable fight than they probably wanted, that they definitely wanted. Microgods are going to get so much value in this top lane now, so much value in the other lanes. But both teams have level 10. So Heavy Rage, tell me, what heroics are we looking at for each team?
Oh, we are looking at the Water Elemental. Personally, I'm a favour of Ring of Frost, but the Water Elemental, it does pay off. It was really good in the game that we saw on Blackheart's Bay for override and whatnot. But anyway, bless Shield.
Oh,
being
Jane
picked
has
up.
been pulled by Tuka, but in a bad spot. Didn't get the body block on. And it's actually Stitches who's now stuck in that situation. We do have Microgods trying to follow up, trying to save Stitches, but it's not going to work. Johanna's gone in. Blessed Shield has been used, locking them down. And then we can see the rest of Five for the Face come in. Jaddy's in a bit of trouble here. Physics in trouble as well. And it looks like Uther is going to fall, be the next to fall on this. Tuka got a great hook off to Jaina, but it was on the wrong side. It fell on the left side of his body, not the right. And we just saw Fire for the Face follow up to it, get the Stitches kill, and no one from Microgods could really follow up and match it. What an unfortunate positioning.
Yeah, that double-edged sword. Sometimes the hooks don't pay off and put you in a worse position than you originally were in. But in this case, we saw that. Anyway, Metamorphosis being picked up, being very well utilized by this Illidan in that previous fight, taking out physics, being able to stick to him, plus the attack speed he's going to get from the Avatar. Meanwhile, Ultimate Evolution, we do have, what do we got? Strafe, Sundering, Divine Shield, Putrid Vial, and Devouring Maw. Very standard talents for Microgods.
Yeah, that's it. We should be nothing incredible. I mean, the bile coming out from Stitches, we've seen that it's so popular lately over the I can't remember what it's called now. Let's just call it over the Devour. Why is bio being picked up so much more by Stitcher players these days as opposed to the hunger? I can't remember what it is right now.
Generally, people have an escape. So hungering by no means is bad. You can separate people, hook them, hungry them. At level 20, you can even bolt away after that. But Putrid Bowl just has a lot more team focus. And since Stitches can already hook somebody out and single them out, you don't really need a second method to do so. It does make it a lot more safer. But at the same time, you lose a lot more team fight potential. So you're gaining team fight potential without actually losing too much. So it is the better choice in most circumstances. Personally, I like hungering, but that's just me. I like to eat people and then jump over the top of towers.
Well, the bile just gives... Oh, and there we go. Johanna pulled in. Not the best target to pull in. Unstoppable was popped. We see Metamorphosis come out on Illidan, but he's going to back away. It's just more of a scare tactic than anything else right now. But it's on a 2-minute cooldown, so it's going to be a while.
I think that was a panic moment.
Yeah.
Both the Ultimate Evolution and the... they actually will get the XP there because I killed the clone. But I think the Metamorphosis and the Ultimate Evolution were a panic. Oh no, we're getting engaged on quick. And then Microgods are just like, you know what, they've used their ultimates. We're just going to sit back, relax. Yeah, we have our ultimates for this tribute. They don't. It's going to be silly if they try to engage. They do try to get the intro. Johanna being hooked into that little horseshoe, horseshoe shaped pathway. I don't know.
Horseshoe shaped gankway.
Nook and cranny. Gankway. Sunlight, mate. Anyway, Zagara rotating down to the bottom while the rest of Microgods sticking together, waiting for that Stitches hook. Will they go for cavalry? Any second he's behind the tower. No. I was hoping for something.
It's actually a good play by Fire for the Face. So they knew that they didn't have their heroics up. So they did spread and start soaking lanes instead. Get a little bit. Game and Cavalry could be in a little bit of trouble here. We see Skyfire doing the demise trick, becoming a second copy of Jaina. Yeah. And Valor is actually taken out in the top lane as well.
Say that. Good job by Tinkerchan. But anyway, the cleanse coming out from Hyagon, really well played. Actually, middle lane. The Maw being used. The Baneling's going a little bit too far. Ice block straight away. Cavalry getting the Divine Palm on him, but nobody's targeting him down. Now they're going to kill him, and he's safely going to get taken out without that chance of that revive. Divine Shield being used onto Uther himself, trying to keep Vikrak alive, but Tinkerchan jumps down. Metamorphosis cleaning up this Illidan. Just going ham. Playing a little bit passive before, but getting the aggressive style of the Illidan in place.
Well, even though he was just doing a bit of a cleanup job, he already killed Valor, 1v1 Valor up top, while underneath their fortifications. And then he came down, cleaned up 2 heroes, got 2 more kills, and that's just put Fire for the Face in a nice little position for the moment. 1 talent advantage, a level and a half experience lead.
Yeah, they do have talent advantage, but they have presence advantage around this tribute. It is 3 people for 3. Obviously, Abathur can stick around a little bit, but the HP-wise advantage is in favour of Microgods. Tuka running around the back, but now he's in the middle of all three. Drops down the putrid bile. Sundering splitting Johanna away from the rest of his team, so he can't peel for them. But Tinkerchan is like, you know what, Tuka, I'm going to kill you. Uther's trying to heal you. You're trying to get back into the rest of your team, but you're still in no man's land, sir. And now he gets taken out. Meanwhile, Johanna also getting taken out. Divine Palm being used onto Illidan, keeps him alive. Hyogon being great on this Karazim at the moment. They take out Godzilla. They take out Vikray. They're taking out everybody. Jassy jumps into that bush, mounts up, runs the safe way, actually. He almost ran into Illidan there.
How
props
clutch.
to Hyogon.
Yeah, how clutch was that that Divine Palm just then? I mean, that was almost perfect. Like, I didn't see the preempted hands come around before Illidan was dead. That was just so good. And then Illidan just cleaned up. This combo is doing great work in this game.
Yeah, I've seen like 2, maybe 3 really great cleanses from Hyogon. He saved so many lives. He saved Cavalry earlier when they're pushing in the mid lane. He saved Illidan there, and he also used the cleanse onto the Jaina to keep him alive.
Yeah, Hook comes out from Tuka, but fails to connect on Illidan. That would have been a little bit of problematic for him, but it doesn't. So he doesn't have to worry about it. And we're just going to see 5 for the face rotate.
Skyfire just chilling in the bottom lane, soaking that XP on this Abathur. They're going to safely get the bottom boss, and there is nothing that Microgods can do for this. It looks like this game is actually going to go to game 3, which I'm keen for. Love game 3.
This has actually been really good. I mean, that Illidan pick, like, we've seen a little bit of a damage increase for him. Not quite sure what he would be like in this meta. The cleanse change a little bit more preferable for him in this environment. But I mean, he's just doing so well. I wonder if this is going to sprout a new wave of Illidan players in the scene.
Oh, especially with that attack speed. Oh, they get caught out. The slow mines in the bottom lane, just stopping Tuka and Jassy from running out. They all ran out at the same time, but they just kept running into the mines, just slowing them down. Illidan going ham onto Jassy. Jassy half HP, does tap well. They do have to back out since there is a full HP fortification town there in the way. Yeah. But boss still going to come through the bottom lane.
They back out for now, but they don't have to back out forever. They are level 19, a 3 level lead, soon to be 20. These guys are just